Guys, I don't want to see any leaning in here. The same way you were doing it in exercise number 2, you weren't leaning over there. I don't want you leaning over here. Make this turn straight up. This is a gravel road. And that's why I put these here, for the leaners. If your bag hits it, either you started too early or you leaned. Even if it's a minimal lean, I'm gonna call you on it, because this is a gravel road. You don't need a lot of lean for one of these motorcycles to go out on a gravel road or wet leaves. Straight up. Robert, how do you make a turn on a gravel road? This is it. Straight through. Head nice. Straight up. I'm keeping it loaded, dragging it, dragging it, dragging it. Now I'm good, I can come off. Good, keep it loaded, keep it loaded, keep it loaded, keep it loaded. Very nice, I'm looking at the camera. Very nice, good, good, good. Preloaders, V.I.Preloaders, welcome back to the channel, guys. Always a pleasure to have you guys here with me. And you noticed by now, or at least you should. For those of you that are here for the first time, welcome to you as well. My name's Robert. I'm a retired NYPD Highway Patrol motorcycle lieutenant. And the name of this wonderful channel is called Be the Boss of Your Motorcycle. And the name says it all. What we do here is we practice, and I go over a bunch of techniques and steps that will help you be the boss of your motorcycle, meaning master riding your motorcycle between 1 and 10 miles per hour with confidence, with your feet on the footboards or the pegs. The key word is confidence, right? So today what I want to talk to you guys about, I say all the time, if you're familiar with my videos, if you're not, I do practice sessions and I have an exercise called right turns, left turns from a stop, right? That's exercise number 4. And when guys do that exercise, I don't want them to lean when they're making that turn. I want them to make that turn straight up, no lean at all. And just like exercise number 2, when we do the slow ride, the point is you need to be able to control your motorcycle at slow speeds with your feet up. Because the reason I'm standing in this gravel area is because this is the kind of surface that a lot of motorcycle riders fear. They fear it because clearly this is not as much grip as asphalt or concrete, right? So when you get on the surface like this, you might have the tendency to want to walk your motorcycle, right? So I'm here to tell you that's not always the best thing to do, because if it's slippery just with you walking on it, right? In other words, if the traction is low, then imagine that with a heavy motorcycle, right? So the same steps that I give you, making that right turn, left turn from a stop, if you apply that on this type of surface, you will be fine. And I know some people say, listen, I don't really ride on this type of surface. And I don't ride on it often either. However, if it comes up, remember, being the boss of your motorcycle means you need to know what to do, when to do it, and how to do it based on the situation and the circumstances. And that's going to dictate what you need to do. And if you don't practice and you're limited, your pulse rate's going to go up, you're going to get intimidated, and you're going to be unsure of what to do. That's where the confidence comes in. I don't want you to be unsure no matter what's going on with your motorcycle. So what I'm going to demonstrate for you today is, right now my motorcycle is on a paved surface. Have you ever been on a paved surface and then the paved surface runs out and now it looks like this? Or even if it's not like this, it could be where it's just sandy. It's the same thing. You don't want to put your feet down on a surface that's not, grippy. That's why I emphasize bringing your motorcycle to a smooth stop. Because if you do anything herky-jerky on the motorcycle, right, the motorcycle is going to react herky-jerky. And that's even more important if you're on a surface that's kind of slippery. So imagine putting your foot down like this. See how my foot just slid out? I'm not on the motorcycle, I'm not trying to keep a heavy motorcycle up. You do that on a motorcycle, that's how we get hurt, because as you lose your footing, now you're trying to catch the motorcycle at the same time, and bad things happen. These same things apply even if you're riding two up. If you learn how to do these things and you practice them and you get comfortable, you're going to understand that the rules don't change whether there's one person on your motorcycle or two. So right now, I'm just going to roll up, come to a smooth stop, put my foot down. Let's do it. All right, so we know we're following the first 5 steps. We always follow the first 5 steps. Step number 1, I'm going to make sure the motorcycle's in first gear. Step number 2, I'm going to cover the rear brake. Step number 3, I'm going to preload my throttle and keep it loaded. Step number 4, I'm going to slowly release the clutch into the friction zone. And in step number 5, as soon as my motorcycle starts to move, I'm going to pick up my foot. Slowly release. Now right here, I'm dragging the rear brake, barely using it. So when it's time to come to a stop, see how my foot went down? My foot hitting the ground, you didn't see this or anything like that. Now if I stop unsteady, yeah, you are going to see that. All right, so now, imagine if I'm on this type of surface, now I need to make a right turn or a left turn. Just like we do out in the parking lot, nothing changes. If we're doing everything slow and controlled, and we're not leaning the motorcycle, we're not going to have any problems, right? Let's make a left turn. And remember, sometimes when you're on a smooth surface, you can get away with just pulling in the clutch sometimes and letting the motorcycle coast and come to a smooth stop. But when you're on a surface like this, where the road's kind of bumpy, yeah, you're going to need to stay in the friction zone longer. 70% rear brake, 30% throttle, because the goal is still to stop. I'm just throwing out numbers, but the point is you want to have more power. You want to have more rear brake than power going to the rear wheel. The only reason you're allowing power to go to the rear wheel is, remember, the motorcycle wants to stand up and go straight when the rear wheel has power. So that's why we're going to keep power going to the rear wheel, the friction zone, while we're still bringing the motorcycle to a smooth stop. That's going to help us balance the motorcycle at those speeds. Because if you lose your balance at those speeds and you're falling down and you put your foot down, yeah, it's definitely going to slip out on this surface. All right, right turn. Head and eyes. Straight up. Rear brake. And what if we pull into a spot like this and go, oh, this is not where I'm supposed to be? All right, U-turn. Straight up. Nothing changes. You're still making that same turn, but you're just holding it. Hold it. Rear brake, rear brake. Straighten out. And as always, guys, if you're coming out of a turn, straighten out the handlebars, smooth stop. All right, guys, again, I said this before, guys, you're going to see that there's a lot of stuff that we're doing out there that is always going to come up, and this is one of them, right? You should be confident starting and stopping your motorcycle, because it's something we always have to do, so shouldn't you be great at it, right? And you need to be confident riding at slow speeds. Remember, riding with your feet up at slow speeds doesn't just look cool. It's the way that your motorcycle was designed to be ridden. We're not supposed to be moving the motorcycle with our feet on the ground doing this. And this type of surface is showing you, you definitely shouldn't do that, because now your feet are not secure. And if your feet are not secure, the motorcycle is not secure, which means you're not in control. That's one of the 3 C's here in Preloader Nation. Control, consistency, and confidence, of course, and confidence. And that's what we're taking care of here. All right, guys? All right, listen, guys, if this video helped you out, or if any of my videos help you out, please hit that subscribe button. If you haven't done so already, if you're not sure, just check. All right, it definitely helps me out. It helps out my channel. Hit the like button, share these videos, and comment in the comment section. I'll reply to all the comments, guys. And hit that notification bell. Switch it to all, guys. That way you'll always be notified anytime I release a new video. All right, guys, that's going to do it for me. Spend more time being thankful for the things that you have and less time complaining about the things that you don't. Seat time doesn't equal practice time, guys. And if you have time to ride, you have time to practice. Until next time.